Hello. Today we're discussing the IELTS International Language Testing System module for speaking techniques. As you know, there were 4 modules for the IELTS exam: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Well, today we'll be looking at the speaking techniques to help you achieve a higher band score. So let's have a look at some of these techniques. It's important to relax and be confident and enjoy using the English language, or appear that you enjoy using the English language. Of course, you're going to be nervous inside. However, showing a good, positive, confident attitude is going to leave a good impression for the examiner. So you walk into the room and think, this candidate is going to get the band score that they came to get, whether it be a band 6, 7, or 8. So appear confident, but also relaxed. Remember to use good eye contact with the examiner and use a variety of different gestures. Hand gestures are the most common. Of course, we have facial gestures, moving and shrugging our shoulders. We do this when we're naturally speaking to our friends and our family. And you do actually get some extra points for using gestures, so it's worthwhile doing. Wait until you're asked to be seated, show good manners, be polite, firm handshake, etc. All these things can help provide a good image and will help you before the exam even starts. Now, the speaking exam is in 3 parts. It's the shortest part of the IELTS modules. Only lasts between 12 and 14 minutes. So each section is only around 3 or 3.5 minutes long. Part 1 is the easiest. It will be familiar, simple questions about family, neighbours, hometown. So questions you're familiar with. Part 2, given a topic on a card to talk about for between 1 and 2 minutes, but you do get 1 minute thinking time before that starts. You can take notes with a pen and paper if you choose to do so. Remember to answer all the 4 questions on the card. That is part of your task achievement. Also, speaking for more than 1 minute. So I recommend my students speak for between at least 90 seconds to 2 minutes. It just looks better. And ensure you don't go over too long. Usually the examiner will stop you if it's getting quite long, because obviously he has a timetable to keep a schedule. So he may raise his hand and just stop you. But as long as you've answered the 4 questions, that's the main thing. Talk as much as you can, speak more than the examiner. So the examiner should just be asking the questions. And in your answers, you should be thinking about how to develop them further. Try and use at least 3 or 4 sentences for each question. Use a combination of short and long sentences for your answers. Also be fluent. Be spontaneous. Fluency, part of cohesion and coherence. Cohesion is your sentence structure. Coherence is your paragraphs and the way your fluency is as a whole. Spontaneous. This is being funny or humorous. If you can make the examiner smile, that's great. Laugh, even better, because it's not easy to be humorous in a second language. To be honest, it's not easy to be humorous in your own language, is it? So you would get extra points for that. Have a wide range of vocabulary. The English language has so many different synonyms and words, so try not to be repeating the same words over and over and over again. But remember, keep them related to the topic and the question. And following on from this, it's important to use some idioms and expressions within the speaking module if you're looking to get a highish band score like band 7 or 8. Use at least 1 or 2 idioms. This will be noted and you will get a higher point for your lexical resource, the vocabulary section. This is very important part. Ask for clarification if necessary. Many students forget or embarrassed or a bit too nervous to. However, it's quite okay to ask the examiner to repeat a question. If you're unsure of the answer, if you didn't understand the question, you can ask the examiner to rephrase the question. Please, can you rephrase the question? It's better to do that and then answer the question appropriately rather than get it wrong or answer inappropriately. So the examiner will just use more simple vocabulary, but basically asking you the same question. These are just some of our techniques for the speaking module. Like I mentioned, it's the shortest test. The listening is for 40 minutes, reading 1 hour, and writing also 1 hour. We have many more techniques, tips, hints, and advice to give you, so please follow on with our series of IELTS preparation. Thank you for your time.